So everyone pretty much got it for Stotts, right? But Doug Crosby did it 50-45 for Sabatello. And all these fighters saying, what the hell's going on? This guy's a weird dude. Since this happened, the back-to-back things with Paddy Pimblett, he also gave it to Paddy Pimblett as well, so people are criticizing me on that. Since this happened, the California Commission is now having a rule. If the judges travel too far within a short period of time, they will not be accepted on as a judge.
And they think that's his problem?
I know.
They think that's going to clear something up? Because the distance traveled? Oh, thanks, Commission. Hey, thanks for taking care of the problem. Thanks for putting a Band-Aid over this insane, huge gap in our sport. All right, this guy's a terrible judge. You know what we're going to do? You can't judge if you have to fly over 1,200 miles.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. That solves the problem. Thank you, sir. We actually had a Zoom meeting a few months back. This was something the Nevada Athletic Commission put together, a Zoom meeting with a bunch of judges and a handful of MMA coaches. The job that was for us to kind of sit down and bend some fences and ask some questions. Things like, I'll be transparent with you guys. The number one outlier in the Zoom meeting was Doug Crosby. Like, he didn't want to be there. He felt combative in the meeting. He thought, I don't know. Who's this talking? Thiccc.
Oh, this is Thiccc.
Legit coach.
Yeah.
I guess he was above this meeting for us. That's the way I felt. And not only myself, but the other coaches that were involved. It's pretty evident. I got an idea. Just get rid of him. Fire him. Let him do lower level shit, because the stakes are so high in the UFC and Bellator and one championship and Ryzen. He shouldn't be part of it. If he's this far off multiple times,
yeah,
that Bellator one's an actual robbery. If you guys want to look at a robbery, watch that one. Scoring that 50-45, the other guy, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah. And then this is Thiccc saying that Crosby went to his gym later to tell him how he wanted to essentially say what he didn't say on the Zoom meeting, he wanted to tell him in person, like how I judge fights or something like that.
He wanted to come in the gym after and explain his version of judging. Well, you can't. You're in a Zoom meeting with all your superiors. Why do you need to come on your own to come talk to us about what you see and what you feel is right in judging? You have a platform right then and there. I let him in the gym, but I just left. If you want to talk to whoever you want to talk, but I'm not going to sign off on that. I just took off. In my mind, I was like, maybe he's mad at me. I don't know. Yeah, who gives a shit, Thiccc, you know? Now, is he going to judge against your fighters? Of course. That's what he does. Welcome to the sport.
And Mark just brought up this thing about Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen essentially was telling a story, and he named a character, but he didn't use Doug's name.
So interesting.
Chuck Mindenhall. He wrote a huge piece on it. So if you go look at that piece, he goes through every detail.
Really?
About Doug
Chuck's great. Interesting. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if a guy's this controversial in judging, just get him out of it.
That's the thing. So they're saying that the athletic commissions, they never ever fire people. They never let them go for some reason.
They don't care. Because you know why? We don't care. I care. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe he knows he can get away with all this crazy shit because he has something in his back pocket.
So I wasn't aware of this, but John McCarthy's son was one of the judges for the Paddy Pimblett fight. And he gave it to Pimblett, too.
I saw John McCarthy tell his son, you got it wrong.
Yep. He said,
savage. No fucking way Paddy won that fight. McCarthy said on his weighing-in podcast, kidding. My son was one of the judges. He asked me, and I said, you got that wrong. I thought Jared Gordon won 29-28. First round of the fight, Jared Gordon hit Paddy Pimblett with a left hook like it was a magnet. Hit him over and over and over. Yeah, that left hook was landing. He stung him. You could see it. Now Paddy has his things, but this can happen when you're judging. So there you getting the crowd respond every time Paddy does something, because truthfully, Paddy did not punch as many times as Jared Gordon. The combi strike numbers beg to differ. He didn't land as much as Jared Gordon. Again, combi strike.
But I mean, ultimately, he's saying that his son was probably
swayed by the crowd.
Exactly.
I've always said this. This is why the judges should not be in the arena. Mm-hmm. They should be in an undisclosed location, watching, seeing it how we do. Because when you're cage side, you can't see everything. They should be not in front of a live crowd, somewhere else. Takes care of the travel issue that they're all worried about. Just have them in Vegas, but outside of the arena in some undisclosed area, you know? Mm-hmm. So they're not swayed by the judge. They're swayed by the crowd and all the exciting and all that shit.
Just like the UFC production truck type of thing. Just be in a truck or something.
Yes. Put them in the truck.